Oh, hi, Sally.
Hi, Michelle.
How are you doing?
I'm great. How are
You
you?
are great. I'm great. Thank you. Listen, we're going to talk about 5 ways people can eat healthier right this minute. And they've probably got their refrigerators full of ice cream during this time of, how do we call it? The pause, during the pause. We've
Yes.
got ice cream and breads because it feels to me like everybody wants to eat comfort food right now. So
Yeah,
that makes your job as a nutritionist a little more challenging, I think. What do you think?
I absolutely think so. But you know what? The positive is, Michelle, we are eating more at home. We are cooking more. And when we cook more, we tend to eat healthier. So that could be a positive.
Well, that's a nice positive. So let's go into our refrigerators, just pretend.
Okay.
Go into like a random refrigerator of someone that you know, or just make it up and tell me what I can reach for in there so that I can begin eating healthier right this minute.
So, two key things that you said. First of all, I think something healthy should be out in our plain sight. So, absolutely in the refrigerator. But if you have a fruit bowl on your table or on your cupboard, you will tend to eat the apple, the orange, the grapes, the banana, sprinkle some nuts on top. All of those kind of foods are healthy. And if they're in sight, you will pick them up and eat them. If they're in the refrigerator, you might go in and get the carrots and the celery and cut them up. But if they're pre-cut, you're going to tend to eat them also more than you would something that you have to take the time to cut up and dip in hummus.
Okay. So there are people out there right now going like, yeah, vegetables are nice, but the thing that makes my stomach and my body feel good right now is kind of creamy and probably a little more high fat. But you have ways to make something like that as well. That's also healthy, right?
Absolutely. So, my two suggestions for snacks: number one, this is not creamy, but it's something that's very satisfying. And it's a whole grain and it's so easy to make. It's popcorn. And you can make it very easily in a microwave in 2 minutes and 30 seconds in a brown paper bag. Stick it in the microwave, it pops. And then you can add whatever to it: Parmesan cheese and rosemary. You can put chocolate chips and nuts. So you can go sweet or savory. So that popcorn to me is a whole grain, but it's also a canvas. So you
And
can
you
make
just take some kernels out of the popcorn bag, throw it into a brown paper bag, like a lunch bag, and you
absolutely,
pop away.
it
That's
just pops.
cool.
No oil or anything else needed.
You had also a drink I saw on your website, actually on your Facebook page for Eat Well Buffalo.
Yes.
It was a smoothie, but it had beans in it, and it was white beans. And you said, "Oh, this is so delicious!" And I honestly, I really wanted to believe you.
It's so good. You have to try it. You will not believe it until you try it because so many people said beans in a smoothie. So we usually add avocado, which is great. If you don't have avocado, because in these days of coronavirus
Yeah,
shopping, we're
yeah.
limited. So if you don't have that avocado, go ahead and add a half a cup of beans, of white beans. It will make your smoothie so smooth and creamy and nutritious because you're getting fiber and protein from it. It makes me so excited.
I know that's you wrote that, and I really wanted to be there with you, so I'm going to at least open my mind to it. But let me ask you this, because I know I have been trying to eat healthy, and of course, there are some physical challenges from eating lots of vegetables and beans. You get a little bit, how do you say, what is the word that nutritionists use when you talk about the impacts of vegetables and beans on the human body? I want to say gaseous.
Could be, but it's also very positive. So, but you have a great point, Michelle. You have to introduce those foods gradually. Like, don't go from eating, no beans to eating a whole can the next day. Gradually increase them into your diet, maybe by putting them in your smoothies, adding them to your brownies. If you're making brownies, black bean brownies are a great way to add it. I know. But you know what? I wish I had some brownies and you could taste it, Michelle. I don't even think you would taste the black beans in them. They're that good.
Well, I think that's probably where you get your followers is when you create something like this because it's a challenge to sway people. And you go, here, try this brownie. And they do, and they go, that couldn't possibly be healthy.
Absolutely. But there are so many healthy, great things we can make. Energy balls is something I always want to point out. It is three ingredients. You've got dates, you've got oats, and you've got peanut butter. You put them in a food processor. You can add anything to them, nuts, seeds, chocolate chips. They
Ooh,
are so good, and they're so healthy, and they're
good
so
for you.
satisfying. So,
High fat though. High
no, not really. Well, the peanut butter has fat, but it's a healthy fat. It's a very healthy fat. So, it's a good fat.
that sounds so delicious. 3 ingredients, so easy. And I know these recipes are available from you on your website
Yes.
because you
Yep.
just did a fundraiser. You made 3 wonderful things. You made the the dark chocolate bark, which I saw the recipe for, which looked
Yeah.
delicious. And you
Yes.
also made the balls, the energy balls,
Yep.
and you made a banana ice cream. You froze some bananas, right? They were
Yeah.
ripe bananas, so a little bit black, as they say.
Yeah.
And then you just put them in a blender with a couple of other ingredients.
It's so easy. I will buy double the bananas I need every week because I love using them for banana ice cream or in smoothies. Basically, it's exactly what you said. You cut them up, you put them in your freezer. You should freeze them about 2 hours before you actually use them to blend into an ice cream. Then you can add a little bit of milk to that blender with the frozen bananas. And I use almond milk, but you can use a dairy milk,
I use
whatever
it
your
too.
preference is.
Low fat almond milk.
Yep, low fat almond milk. I love it. And then into that, you can make it a cherry Garcia by throwing in some frozen cherries. You can put peanut butter in to make it a chunky monkey. You can put
Okay.
chocolate chips.
That's what I'm talking about when I say comfort food. I am so trying that too.
Oh, so good.
So we were talking about 5 ways to eat healthy right this minute. Can you give me 5 quickly? Because I want to get also to your background and how you got here. But 5 ways to eat healthy right now.
More fruits and veggies, definitely. Eat the rainbow. The more colorful your plate is, the healthier. Eat more whole grains. So even if you're not eating any whole grains now, incorporate them slowly but gradually into your diet because they are so healthy. Drink more, hydrate more. Green tea, hot tea, cold tea, water. All those things are great ways that you can health up your life right now in isolation.
Good. Now tell me a little bit about how you got here because you have always had an interest in health. I know you were a publisher of an alternative health magazine, which I loved. And then how did you get to nutrition from there?
Yeah, I've always believed I was started actually in the pharmaceutical industry years ago, Michelle, and I always kind of believed that food is our medicine, and medicine is our food. So I kind of had some personal experiences, family experiences, and found that by really eating healthy and taking care of my wellness, I was a healthier person. I had more energy. I slept better. All the good things that we're looking for. So I went towards becoming with the food, whole food, plant based. And I have found it is just a great way for me to have energy and to live my best life.
So if people want recipes on how to eat a more plant-based lifestyle, your website and your Facebook page, there's some wonderful recipes. You're going to share them on this page with us as well. And
Yes.
hopefully we'll be exponentially spreading the message because, it absolutely, food as medicine is so brilliant. I know that it reduces cholesterol. It
Yeah.
helps you to feel fit.
Yep.
It's kind of your mission in life, huh?
Absolutely. And with this pandemic, we know that the healthier we can be, the more we might get through whatever it is that we're going to be exposed to. So that's another good reason to increase our immunity, decrease the inflammation that we're dealing with, and it's going to make us more prepared, I think. And not just with the COVID-19, but with any type of respiratory disorder, colds, flus, viruses, whatever. You tend to avoid them more or deal with them a little bit differently when you are already healthy.
And fortified by all these wonderful fruits and vegetables. Yeah. And
Yeah.
grains, fruits, vegetables, and
Yeah.
grains. It's a good
Yep.
thing to keep in mind.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put the information below this, but it's your website is eatwellbuffalo.com
Yep.
and your Facebook page again is Eat Well Buffalo. Eat Well is one word or two?
It's all together. Eat Well Buffalo. So it's
Good.
all three
That's
words.
later
Yeah.
when people are trying, how do I look that up again? So good. Because I know lots of people will be coming to you for recipes.
Oh, I would love it. And if I can,
Because
feel free to reach out to me also.
you do seminars too.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. You're
So.
saving the world one plate at a time.
I love that. I love
Thank you,
that.
Sally. I so
Oh,
appreciate you being here, and we'll talk again soon.
thank you so much, Michelle.
My pleasure.
Take
See you
care.
later. Bye.